This is the video lesson for 1.11, More Writing Tips. And the objective of this is, after completing this lesson, you will be able to demonstrate an understanding of important writing tips. You have planned out your narrative story and begun your study of narrative tips to improve your writing. Now it is almost time to begin working on your story. First, let's find out what happens at the end of the pomegranate seeds. This will help you determine how to describe the characters and setting in your own story. Below is a link to the final part of the pomegranate seeds, right here, by Nathaniel Hawthorne. Read each part, listen to each part, and then complete the self-check. So you'll click on that, and then this is part 5, so you'll listen to it, follow along, and then at the bottom you'll do the self-check. You'll start by hitting begin. You probably want to make that bigger. Oh no, that didn't matter. And then once you've done all that, you go to page 2. Okay, so on this page, page 2, it talks about the ending and kind of what is this, how you expected it to be. You're going to go back to your narrative planner. Remember, you started that a few lessons ago. It looks like this. And you're going to finish anything that needs to be finished. Go back over that and make sure everything is correct. And then also there's this important guide for writers, part 2. So you'll want to take notes on what you learned from this. Read through that. Click on it. It will open up. And then it has some questions and stuff to help you through this. Once you're done with all of that, you'll go to page 3. Page 3 talks about temporal words and transitions. So you'll need to read through all of this and then scroll down here to the blue boxes, and you're going to open each of those up and take a look at the things that it shows you. It has to do with relationships or sequence or time and setting, and then also building suspense. So look through all of that and then go to page 4. Page 4 is about dialogue. It says descriptive writing means being specific. You can be specific about what the character is doing, thinking, eating, feeling, or any number of actions. One important way to be specific is to include what the character is saying. So, there's a common rule that writers follow: show, don't tell. And so read through all of this and then also click on the blue drop down here, and that's going to give you some more information and help you with that. Then you will go to page 5. Page 5 is dialogue continued. It says include dialogue in your narrative requires proper use of punctuation. Here are some rules to help you properly format dialogue in your writing. So you click on this and it shows you just some different rules for dialogue. All lines of dialogue are placed inside quotation marks. So those are those orange lines there. The ending punctuation marks are placed inside the quotation marks. That's not always true. In the case of a comma or a period, it is always true. So you'll notice they have the comma here on the inside of the quotes, and then also the period here is on the inside of the quotes. Question mark is on the inside of the quotes because he is asking a question. Now, if the whole sentence was a question with some dialogue stuck in the middle, then the question mark would actually be out here. But that's not the case in this one. It says when a quote is divided, the second part of the quotation is not capitalized because you're just interrupting a sentence. It's not a whole new sentence. So again, you'll notice that the comma is inside of the quotes, and then this one here, the L is lowercase because it's just a continuation of this sentence, which is already capitalized. Start a new paragraph each time a speaker speaks. So, unless it just gets ridiculous, then if it's like a whole chapter of them talking, you're going to lose track. So don't go too crazy. But it's implied that once a new person speaks, that if it's a new paragraph, then it's a new person speaking. That's implied. And so finally on page 6, then it just goes over the fact that you're going to take a quiz. So make sure you've read through everything. You know, the same thing I say at the end of each of these. You've read everything, and take the quiz. And if you have any trouble, you need some help, let me know, and I will help you out. Thank you, and good luck.